Good afternoon, welcome back. I'd like to introduce you to Preston Erickson from RingCentral. Preston's going to talk to us a little bit this afternoon about RingCentral and Teams, why better together.
That's good. Thank you very much. Network Center, it's been a great event so far. I know I'm standing between you and the social and the happy hour, so we're going to make this presentation the best that we can. Envision 2021, great that it's back live, but it also has a blend of virtual, so it's been a lot of fun. The agenda today, we're really going to go through a little bit about what RingCentral is for those that don't know who RingCentral. We're going to listen to a couple different customer success stories and hear how they're using the solution. The matchup between Microsoft Teams and RingCentral, and a little review, recap, and if there's time, we're going to do a little Q&A. So without further ado, I have a little video to just kick it off.
What if we could solve our everyday work challenges as effortlessly as they came up?
It's Spencer. The ballroom's flooded, so you have 4 days to find a new venue for the launch.
Jamie has an impossible task. In some cases, she stays cool, calm, collected. But with her team members and everyone else that helps make things happen, she might be a little more emotive.
Red alert, we need a new venue for launch. We have 4 days.
When teams are empowered to easily bring the right people together, it's amazing how effortlessly productive we become.
Morning. Okay, I found some other possible venues.
With the right tools, anyone can build a culture of collaboration.
How about this one?
That one's a little boring.
And easily communicate with whomever they need to, however they need to.
That one is perfect. I'll go check it out in person. Okay, this place is amazing. Here, I'll share my rear camera.
Yes, love that one.
Hey, I gotta run to the airport. I'm gonna switch to my phone.
Even when they're working across multiple time zones, it always felt as if they were there together.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Kids, I'll catch up on the transcript.
And right over here is where we're going to put the bar, and next to that is going to be the cupcake station, which draws people to the stage.
And the dance floor.
No one dances at a product launch.
I'll be dancing.
All right, team, we're in the home stretch.
There's a sense of accountability that builds trust and confidence because of visibility into the game plan. We can track our responsibilities and track our progress.
It's Antonio at Trevi Pastry. I need to fax our invoice.
With all the curveballs that we face at work,
Hi, we need to update the delivery address.
the one thing Jamie's team doesn't have to worry about is how they're going to bring all the right people together. And when everyone can connect seamlessly, anything is possible.
Well, I hope that video just illustrated the opportunity and the possibility. And RingCentral is really focusing on reinventing how businesses communicate. That's our sole focus at RingCentral is business communications. Really trying to make it as easy and as flexible as possible for business to do business with their customers and improving ROI and all interactions. How we're doing that is we're enabling employees to work from anywhere. We saw this really hit the mainstream during the pandemic. A lot of companies struggled with this transition. And one of the reasons why is they didn't allow their employees or didn't have a means for their employees to be able to work from anywhere, work from home, and still communicate with their employees and customers that they served. What RingCentral has been doing for over 20 years, we've been in business, is breaking the chains of legacy on-premise systems. We're a pure cloud offering, which basically has enabled us to hit the rocket launch into cloud communications. Some of the obstacles that RingCentral is helping tackle are disparate solutions, the lack of moving video meetings or calls seamlessly through devices, helping address poor employee and customer engagements, and a lack of integration, which is becoming more and more important for businesses to integrate with mission-critical business applications. Some of these may resonate with those in this room or joining us virtually. How we're doing that is we're meeting customers where they want to be met. On the far right side of the screen, we have EX, or employee experience, or the employee communications. How we sum that up at RingCentral is the ability for message, video, and our phone. All of the solutions are on an open, integrated, fully integrated platform. On the left side, we have customer experience, which is a big highlight for a number of businesses on how they're going to make improvements to serve their customers. How we're doing that is with omni-channel contact centers, digital contact centers, and what we call our outbound voice for businesses looking to improve sales engagements through predictive dialers or progressive dialers. How we're wrapping that all into one solution at RingCentral, combining them both, which is making everything more seamless for businesses, as well as keeping the employees at the organization have a tool that's very easy to use. What I mentioned before and what you saw in the video is really the ability to work from anywhere, from any device, whether that's a laptop computer, a tablet, a smartphone, connecting it on your iWatch, or using a physical desk phone as well. You're really not tethered to a physical on-premise phone system anymore. All of it is very intuitive as well, easy to manage and manipulate, and easy for employees to adopt the solution, which makes it really, really positive for a business owner to make sure that the employees are as productive and enjoying the solution as possible. Some of the things on how we highlight on-premise versus cloud and some of the places that we're going in the solutions, because we're continuing to innovate. Some of the items that maybe some businesses are still suffering with is being tethered to the on-premise system, siloed, disparate. It's maybe only a voice and you have to add other video solutions on top. So you have a bunch of different vendors and a bunch of different applications that your organization has to work with when doing business for your communications. Now with cloud-based, it could be all one vendor, one hand to shake, one business to work with that's supplying communications, that's always going to constantly be updated every single quarter. So it's future-proofing the communications. Some of the ROI and TCO when moving to an enterprise single vendor can be substantial comparatively to that of a number of siloed solutions. So that's really where the power of cloud is coming in and really helping a lot of businesses unlock their potential. So let's dive in. Let's take a look at the solution in a little bit more depth. We call the product MVP, message, video, and phone on the employee experience side. From the messaging side, this is our team collaboration tool, unlimited file size sharing, integrations with a number of different vendors like Google, Microsoft, that you can upload files to very seamlessly. Also, it's open APIs and SDKs for custom development or whatever the business wants to integrate within the solution. The nice part that we saw over the last few years is businesses using this team collaboration to send invites to their current customer base so they can continue to collaborate and project manage different projects with them, which has been pretty awesome because it's free and open to anybody. It's also encrypted at rest and in transit, which is nice and can be locked down for the business. Because security is one of the top things at RingCentral. Video, We're providing a 99.999% SLA uptime for video and phone. I'll get a little bit more into what that's referring to, but that's our service level agreement for uptime. It's an industry-leading uptime. There's some AI built into it, virtual backgrounds, so really strong WebRTC capabilities through the video platform itself. It continues to be innovated, and there's been a lot of work that RingCentral's been put into this proprietary solution over the last few years. Our phone, that's our bread and butter, works over, like I said, the soft phone, tablet, mobile application, seamlessly switching between devices, also in 5.9 service level agreement uptime. Essentially what that's equating to is 5 minutes of downtime a year. Most vendors that are out there in the cloud space are 3 nines or 4 nines. That could be hours of downtime per year. And how RingCentral is delivering upon this is with all of our number of data centers, as well as all of our data centers are dual redundant and always active. So if for whatever reason a data center goes down, the other one's already got all the information to be pushing it so a customer's never down. We're at 13 quarters in a row, so over 3 years of delivering a 5.9 SLA. It's also open. It has text messaging and faxing capabilities through the phone application. All of these, message, video, and phone, are in one simple-to-use application. This has been revolutionary for RingCentral. This launched just last year. It's been something that we've been working for about 4 or 5 years, and now it's all on one simple-to-use application on the mobile and soft phone. Let's not forget about desk phones. I just threw up Poly, but we do work with other vendors like Yealink and Cisco and a few others. But for businesses that want to use a number of physical desk phones, we have multiple different options. And you can even configure the system to where the desk phone rings, the mobile application rings, your computer rings. You can do a find me, follow me feature, so there's a ton of functionality. With that, you'll see some of the color screens or touch screens there. That's elevating it to more of a conference room type environment. With the hybrid workforce, it's really tying in how businesses are communicating within a huddle room or a really interactive conference room. But also if there's employees that are working remote, they feel a part of the team. So this is continuing to evolve, and there's really cool stuff coming out in 2022 that I'm really excited about around the conference room environment. When we're tying in UCaaS and CCaaS, it's like, what are those? So UCaaS is Unified Communications as a Service. CCaaS is Contact Center as a Service. Both are subscription type models, so taking a business from an OpEx or from a CapEx to an OpEx model. UCaaS, which I covered before, the message, video, and phone, is the voice path for RingCentral's contact center. So there's a lot of cost savings in that sense. This illustration will give a nice little breakdown of what contact center as a service is. Omni-channel, which is chat on the website, email campaigns, really simple for the agents to be able to utilize to provide good customer experience for that business's customers. Self-service IVRs, which has really been key for a lot of financial institutions. Smart routing, so it's really going to the right person at the right time. And then a number of different CRM integrations, which has been key. All of this is with RingCentral. So again, one vendor to work with. Our product that sits behind RingCentral's contact center, if you're familiar, is what's called Nice in Contact, or their CX1 platform. It's a market-leading contact center as a service platform. RingCentral has been developing into that. We have a strategic relationship with Nice in Contact. We make that happen. So we've done a lot of business with them and providing superior products for our customers together. Digital Contact Center, this really came out last year. And it's really, again, meeting customers where they want to be met. It's really been simple for the agents within the business to interact with the customers through multiple different modes of how they want to communicate with the brand, whether that's Twitter, Facebook, Facebook Messenger. We have 20 different ones that they can interact with currently, and that portfolio is continuing to build. That also has some AI bot technology in there, so self-service in that aspect. You can elevate these to a voice or a video meeting, which has been pretty cool. All of these product sets have really strong analytics. And we'll see a video today that will kind of showcase a little bit about the analytics, but that's something that if you're interested in, we could dig in more in depth. This is given a mock-up of actually a RingCentral environment. 20,000 calls, it will show you the MOS scores and the performance of the system, so you can really manage the health of the communication system. You can also drill down call by call to see what's really going on in the environment to help troubleshoot, which has been pretty awesome. This is good for the phone as well as the video meetings, which has been pretty powerful. So we're going to look at a couple customer stories. The first one's going to be Pacific Dental Services. So if you want to roll that video, we'll check it out.
PDS truly is a business services platform. We view it as our role to bring together the technologies and the systems that can help a patient be matched to the best dentists in their communities. And on the other side, it's clinicians. They're our core customers. We view it as our mission to enable them to serve that empowered patient.
We're enjoying some exponential growth, I would say, right now. And from a technology standpoint, what got us here is not going to get us there. We, on average, are looking at up to 100 offices, new openings per year.
The selection of RingCentral, it was really about strategy. What tools will deliver us a unitary communication platform that will really enable our constituencies to communicate the way they need to and want to?
Everything from telephony, security, local compute, practice management. We want to bring together those disparate systems into one fluid ecosystem, which translates ultimately into great customer experience. We're seeing a tipping point with the way folks want to communicate.
On any given day, my boss and my peers could be spread throughout the country.
It really connects people from state to state in a way that we just can't by phone. The product's intuitive. Someone is going to be able to, get that going on their own outside of that traditional kind of laptop, desktop setup.
A RingCentral product differentiator is the quality of service. I can see calls for the day and it will give me the level of detail down to the exact call level. Whereas it would take our network engineers up to 2 days to pull the same data on the old PBX system.
For a dentist to be able to share content in real time, it's not futuristic, it's actually now. They use GLIP, they're communicating in quick, rapid staccato sessions.
Within a few weeks, 200 people are on it. Within a few more weeks, around 500 people on it. We've got a success story on our hands. Let the numbers speak for themselves.
We have dentists now who might live in different states, who may see each other once, twice a year, collaborating together, sharing best practices, getting each other's opinions on things to ensure that their patient is able to tap into the collective wisdom of these hundreds of fantastic clinicians around the country. It's remarkable.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Pacific Dental, they've been a great customer of RingCentral, really thinking of ways to really innovate. The next one we're going to get into is the Structural Technology Group. They're a construction consulting firm. If you want to roll that one.
At Structural Group, we're a highly collaborative organization. We do engineering, we do product manufacturing, and we're also a self-performing contractor. And so for us, it's all about the highly collaborative environment. Our goal has been to put in a unified platform that allows us to have anyone in the company connect with anyone else in the company with whatever medium they're comfortable with. We've put in a system now that over the last year has been able to achieve the vision that we wanted. which was people in the center, and then their ability to communicate with anyone else in the organization, whether that's a phone call, a video conference, an audio conference, a document share, a GLIP team, it doesn't matter.
Construction is all about communication. We've got to take a lot of plans and details. We've got to get that information to our crews so that they can go and deliver our project. Before GLIP, it was all about that long sequence of communication. We'd get on a job site, it's inevitable they're going to find something that's different than what we expected. And with GLIP, the technician can snap a photo and send it to me instantly. They can open up a video chat and we can actually talk about what the problem is. And so we go from 2 days and some long hours to fix a problem to maybe a couple minutes to solve a challenge and get those guys right back to work and moving on.
One of the advantages we have now as administrators is the administrative console that we get with RingCentral, which allows us to handle 90% of the issues that may come across our desk, whereas before we would have to call in and it could take a few days to get a customer's issue resolved.
For us, it's really, how do you put people in the center of it and allow those people to communicate any way that it is that they want to communicate and have a system that facilitates the ability to do it.
Perfect. So just wanted to showcase a couple customers and how they're using the solution. RingCentral's solution is for any size business, whether it's an entrepreneur just getting going or that of a Fortune 500 company. It's all on the same platform, so it's enterprise-grade solution. Hot button topic right now, and seems to be today, is Microsoft. So we're going to talk about how RingCentral and Microsoft are working together. RingCentral has been integrating with Microsoft for a number of years. This is just a small list of the different offerings RingCentral is integrated with Microsoft, but the two that we're really going to highlight are going to be the embedded dialer and the direct routing solutions for Microsoft. Teams has been one of those solutions that's been right in front of customers, and they've been utilizing it and adopting it. But one thing that's been kind of missing for a number of the customers is the reliability on the phone telephony side in the solution. RingCentral has the answer because it's RingCentral solution powering behind a Microsoft's environment. So again, today we're going to talk about the Cloud PBX, or what we call direct routing, and the embedded dialer. Some of the different highlights within what RingCentral is doing for Microsoft Teams behind the scenes: multiple different individuals at an organization, and some of the different feature sets that we've talked to our customers and how they're using the solution to improve it. Some of which has maybe been the SMS. Teams doesn't necessarily have that today without some third-party integrations. E-faxing or faxing capabilities, being able to flip between devices to device. Working over to an executive assistant or a power user is what we'll call it. RingCentral offers a bridge operator console. We also offer a heads-up display, so you can see presence of those individuals. You can see if they're on the line. You can also do whisper, call, and barge into a call, so kind of more of a call center light functionality within that type of environment, as well as bringing in our contact center solutions behind the Teams environment if needed. Reporting and analytics has been a big thing for customers as of recent, as they want to see the health of their environment. If they have more of a dispersed environment, they want to really see what's going on and dig into that. The native Teams experience, some of the big highlights: simple adoption and a really simple interface for those that have already adopted Microsoft Teams or thinking about adopting Microsoft Teams. I have a little bit of demonstration. My solution engineer wasn't able to make it today, so they put together a special demo for it. So if you want to cue that.
With RingCentral Direct Routing from Microsoft Teams, you'll have all the same comforts of using the Microsoft Teams application with the benefit of having the top cloud PBX provider delivering your calls. In Microsoft Teams, you can call anyone inside or outside of your organization. From the call section, you can dial a phone number or input a contact's name to establish a call. Remember, this call is established utilizing RingCentral as the underlying carrier. While on an active call, all of your favorite features are there to utilize. Access the dial pad, add other participants, hold, transfer, and even live captions. Select history to view incoming or outgoing calls, name, duration, and date. Voicemails are also accessible, as well as all voicemail to text transcriptions. Calls can also be made from the chat section. Both Teams-to-Teams video and audio are options, as well as PSTN calling utilizing RingCentral extension to extension or via DID. Incoming calls look the same as well and will prompt a Microsoft Teams call to open. Adding additional participants to calls is as simple as selecting this icon and inviting via suggestive dialing, or dialing a participant's phone number. RingCentral Direct Routing from Microsoft Teams also allows users the same functionality while on their mobile device. Calls will be received on all endpoints simultaneously, so you can answer calls even on the go. All of the same features and functionality are accessible even on mobile. The latest update to the RingCentral for Microsoft Teams integration is here, RingCentral Embedded Dialer. The app can be added via the Microsoft App Source and Microsoft Teams itself, or from the RingCentral App Gallery. Once installed, users can log in utilizing their RingCentral user credentials. Authenticating to Microsoft will be more important in the next iteration of the embedded dialer, as contact sync from Microsoft will be supported. Once logged in, be sure to select the Phone tab, and here you will be able to access the embedded dialer. Suggestive dialing is supported, as well as a call log that can house up to 500 records. When a call is established, it will invoke the RC app, so users will want to make sure it is installed as a prerequisite. Remember, composability can be enabled for accounts by request to remove our messaging and video functionality if desired. Here you have all of your usual RingCentral call handling options like mute, hold, transfer, record, and call flip. You can minimize the call and access all of the other functionalities that come with a RingCentral license, like call log, all, missed, and recorded calls. Voicemails and voicemail to text transcription are available, as well as the ability to send, receive, and preview faxes. And you can't forget about sending and receiving both SMS as well as MMS, so text and photos are supported. Last but not least, let's take a look at using our mobile application in tandem with the embedded dialer option for Microsoft Teams. As always, the app is free to download and is supported on both Android and iPhone. Because the call is being hosted in RC app, we can move it from device to device with our call switch feature making mobility even easier. Once the call is pulled over to the mobile device, all of the same call handling options with the addition of switch to carrier continue to be present. The user's call log, voicemail, and voice-to-text transcription are all available even on mobile, as well as the ability to send and receive both SMS and faxes. Don't forget, all calls initiated from the mobile RC app will never show a user's personal number, and you even have the ability to mask an outbound call with the number of your choosing.
Well, hopefully that gave you a nice little overview of the two different options that we have currently with Microsoft. There's continual innovation going into the products to make that experience even better and better for our customers. Some of the third-party experts are ranking, if you're familiar with Gartner, I'll kind of highlight that one today. When I put this slide deck together, a new report on Gartner came out for 2021. It looks relatively similar to this. For those that aren't familiar with Gartner, how they rate companies, and they do a very, very nice write-up in the detail. I really encourage everybody to go check out the report, read up on all the vendors that are listed. But essentially, the upper right quadrant is where companies inspire to be and try to push their product to that point, to getting it to it. And it's basically a completeness of vision and the ability to execute on the vision. Microsoft and RingCentral right there together, pushing the envelope in the UCaaS space. One of the reasons that this is happening is I only went back to 2014, but it's been a ton of R&D, research and development spend every single year. About 20% of RingCentral's revenue has gone back into the product, back into the people. RingCentral is a publicly traded company with about 7,000 employees, and about 68% of those employees are customer-facing. So we have a big-time focus on our customers as well as on the product. This is just a trajectory of different innovations, starting just with our Cloud PBX, where we started about 7 years ago, all the way into the collaborative contact center world, combining everything together, which has been really an awesome experience. The majority of the market is right where this arrow is, dabbling with on-prem systems still, evaluating how they're going to jump to the cloud. Some businesses have already made that migration, and RingCentral, partner with Microsoft Teams and some of our other partners, are helping customers make that journey to more of an integrated communication platform. Go ahead and cue that video. I got one last one for us.
It's time to think outside the box. That is, the four walls of the traditional corporate office building. If you had the choice, how often would you go into the office? All of the time? Some of the time? Never? If you could work from anywhere you wanted, where would it be? The corporate office? The living room couch? A hammock between two palm trees? Where would you choose to live? Closer to family? Outside the city? A new state? A new country? And if your work was accessible from anywhere, when would you choose to work? Early in the morning? Late at night after the kids went to bed? The Uber ride to the airport? With everyone working from dispersed locations, how do you power the human connection that drives so much of our creativity and collaboration? These are the questions that companies and their employees have to grapple with in the new era of hybrid work. But why?
Because for the first time in human history, for many of us, where you work no longer has to define how you work. If you have access to the internet, you can get work done. Yes, you may choose to work from the corporate office. Some might even have to, based on the nature of their job. But not all of us, and certainly not all of the time. The real question for you is, what technology will empower employees to work as well or better than if they were at the office? In other words, what will drive the human element of work in any location? The answer? UCaaS and CCaaS, Unified Communications as a Service and Contact Center as a Service.
What are UCaaS and CCaaS? Both Unified Communications as a Service and Contact Center as a Service harness the power of the cloud to enable employees to work from anywhere. Employees can work and collaborate on any device, anywhere, at any time by tapping into a company's corporate communications ecosystem. Unlike traditional on-premise communication systems, there is no expensive PBX hardware to purchase and install. Instead, messaging, video, and phone calls are conducted over the internet using your desktop, tablet, or smartphone, or all three if you prefer. New releases and upgrades are automatically installed and don't require an on-site visit. The result? Your communications platform always stays at the forefront of innovation and security. Flexible, scalable, reliable communications that work wherever you do. That's the power of the cloud.
Freedom in the cloud. When you move your communications to the cloud, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Internal communications and collaborations connect dispersed and remote teams for instant collaboration. Share files of any size, jump on a video call, pick up the phone. Seamless communications empowers your organization to work in concert. Eliminate desktop clutter. Unify multiple communications platforms under a single app with video, message, and phone functionality. Future-proof your technology. Prevent on-premise hardware from becoming obsolete by eliminating it altogether. Keep communications secure. The latest security upgrades and patches roll out automatically. And scale up or down with a click of a button. Grow seasonally, grow permanently. Pay only for the seats you need. Transition your communications from CapEx to OpEx and make your communications expenses more predictable. When searching for a UCaaS vendor, who should you trust?
Not necessarily the vendor. Every vendor out there will tell you that they offer the best solutions. Instead, lean on your technology solutions partner and reputable independent analysts to help you navigate the crowded UCaaS and CCaaS market. When you do, what you'll find is that the vast majority of partners and independent analysts rank RingCentral a leader in unified communications. For example, not only did Gartner position RingCentral furthest to the right for the completeness of vision in the latest Magic Quadrant, but they also ranked RingCentral the highest in 5 out of 5 use cases in their worldwide report. This includes mobility and remote working, integrated contact centers, mid-size enterprises, multinational organizations, and large enterprises. And it's not just Gartner. Omdia, IDC, Frost & Sullivan, PC Magazine all rank RingCentral as the leader in UCaaS. Your peers have spoken. Customers are voting with their dollars, and RingCentral has roughly more UCaaS market share than the second and third largest UCaaS competitors combined. Here are just a few of the over 400,000 customers that trust RingCentral. Why do customers trust RingCentral with their communications needs?
Because RingCentral does 3 things exceptionally well. Innovation. We invest more in research and development than the majority of our competitors. Why? Because without a great product, you don't have customers. Our business model is built around providing the best UCaaS solution on the market, which means as a RingCentral customer, you can always expect to have the best solutions on the market. Reliability. We consistently deliver 99.999% uptime service SLA, or service level agreement, which translates to 5.26 minutes of downtime per year. Where other providers aspire to our consistency, we deliver results. And we do this globally with geo-redundant data centers and PBX services in 40 countries with international numbers in more than 100. And support. At RingCentral, we are with you for the life of your cloud communications journey. We have 24/7 global live support to ensure that if you have an issue, we address it immediately. We want to be the only communications provider you ever need.
No matter where you are in your journey to connecting your employees, RingCentral has the solution. RingCentral Video provides a world-class message and video solution, including a freemium option. RingCentral MVP, the leading UCaaS solution built on our message, video, phone platform. RingCentral Contact Center, offering cloud inbound, outbound, and omni-channel engagements with your customers. So where do we go next? If RingCentral sounds like the right communications provider for you, your next step should be to talk to your technology solutions partner. They can help you decide on the optimum solution for your needs to start powering human connections for your world today. RingCentral, powering human connections.
Well, thank you today for joining. The RingCentral Microsoft Teams Network Center has been a great partner within RingCentral. If interested in learning more or a more tailored demonstration, please contact the Network Center team and we can get the teams aligned to dig in a little bit more in depth. Are there any questions that I can maybe answer today while I have you in the room? Some of the questions that sometimes come up are some of the licensing type when integrating within Microsoft and RingCentral. One of those would be the E5 license that already has the Microsoft calling plan and dialer already included in that package. So the direct routing in the Cloud PBX is a perfect option in that sense. For customers that have the E1 or E3 license type, they would need the additional Microsoft calling plan to be able to do the cloud routing with RingCentral, or that's where the embedded dialer comes in because there's no additional Microsoft cost. So that's one question that we've been taking a lot over the last about year with this product set. So if there's no other questions, I really appreciate everybody taking the time to join me in the session today, live and virtual, and enjoy the rest of your sessions and the rest of your day. Thank you.